Greetings. In this video, I'm going to show you how I created my own phonics curriculum using various materials that I purchased off of Teachers Pay Teachers. I think it's very important that we incorporate a lot of hands-on and multi-sensory activities when it comes to teaching phonics. And not only does it make it a hands-on and fun experience, it gives them multiple opportunities and multiple ways to process the information. So let's get started. One thing I want to show you is I have everything color coded. So for instance, this is just my short I workbox, and I have everything to teach the short I sound in this box, and everything that is relative to learning the short I sound is color coded in the color orange. So I try my best to use orange or as closest to orange paper when I printed out certain things. The folder that I have is orange, and the workbook cover that I created for the short I sound is also orange. Now, some children, they learn how to read relatively fast, and it may take only a few repetitions before they've mastered a sound and they're able to move on to the next sound. Well, I have a child that is dyslexic, and I've also tutored children who struggle with reading, and I've found that working on one sound for an extended period of time really helps them to process that sound and to be able to recognize it and read it properly. So with my son, he learns a sound a week, and in addition to new sight words. The workbook that I customized is made with a collection of material made by the Moffatt Girls, Tweet Resources, Mrs. Giraffe, and a host of other sellers that I'll post in the description box below. Here we have some color by word family worksheets made by the Moffatt Girls. They'll find the words and color them. Here is a comprehension and fluency sheet made by Sweet Sounds of Kindergarten, and I have some of these in here with each sound. You'll have the story, and then there's a blank page so they can create their own story. Here we have Sound It Out. They'll look at the pictures, they'll sound out the word, and write the appropriate letters to that word in the boxes. This is Circle and Sort. They will read the sentences, they will circle the words that have the short I sound, and then they will write them underneath the correct list. This is Write the Word, also created by Mrs. Giraffe. Again, they will look at the pictures and they will write the correct word from the word box underneath each picture. Phonics Crossword, also by Mrs. Giraffe. Word Family Sort by Mrs. Giraffe. Beginning and ending sounds. They will write the beginning sound and the ending sound, also by Mrs. Giraffe. Amazing sentences. They will look through this series of words and they will highlight those words and create a sentence. This is Short I Practice, also by Mrs. Giraffe. This is Color by Family. All of the IG words will be colored red, the ins blue, the its green, the ips purple. And when you purchase the bundle, you'll get all of the sounds. We have Fill in the Missing Words, where they'll read the sentences and they will write the words from the word box. And we have Color, Trace, Write, and Read. They will color the pictures, they will trace the words, and they will write the sentences. Here we have phonics writing, where they will use the words over here and they will create their own story and draw a picture. Now, I'm not going to use all of these at once. We may go through a third of these, we may go through half of these, but I wanted to make sure that I had variety for him and that he would be able to work through these and I could really assess him and tell that he is understanding what he's reading and what he's working on. Here we have some roll and read sheets. These are also created by Mrs. Giraffe, where he will roll the dice and he will read the words in that line. Each sound has a series of words and sentences that he can read. There were some with the short I sound that contained blends, but we're not working on blends, so I didn't add those. Now, with the roll and read, there's the option of having the words in all black, or the sound is highlighted in red. So the IG sound would be red. Here we have CVC Fluency Read, Highlight, and Write. I am not sure who created this, but I will post their information below. And they're reading using the pyramid method. So they would read look at the pig. So with every preceding line, more words would be added. And at the end, they would write down all of the words from that sound, and they would draw a picture. Here I have Build a Word created by the Moffatt Girls. And with these, you have the option of printing them and binding them together, or you can leave it as one whole sheet and slide it in a sheet protector, and they can work out of a binder that way. So they have the picture is dig. They can take the letters. I have the red and blue letters, and he can put the letters there, or he can use a dry erase marker and write the letters in. For each sound, it has its own cover. So again, you can bind it and you'll know exactly what it is. I have all of mine separated by sound. She also has sight words. I'll show those in a different video when I'm showing you sight words materials. And with the sight words, I have those in a binder, so you'll see what they look like laid out in a binder as opposed to being printed, laminated, cut, and put together in this fashion. Now, these activities right here are part of the Moffatt Girls CVC Endless Bundle. And there are approximately 8 activities that can be printed out and put together. Now again, I've separated them by sound, but you can print them all out and put them together. She also has 2 sets. She has one set that focuses on one sound, and then the second set is a review set where she takes all of the sounds and mixes them all up. So with this one, these are just the sounds. I don't have the review set in here yet. So this is CVC 5 in a row. They'll take their dice, roll the dice, and they will cover up the pictures like bingo. And once they have their 5 in a row, they can move on to the next card. This is read and match. They'll read the sentence and they'll circle the picture that matches the sentence. I will hit it. So they would circle the tennis racket and the ball. And again, each one of these sets comes with the specific focus sound, and there's review as well. This is CVC Box It Up, where they'll write the word, and the different shapes of the words are there to help guide them to make sure they've written the correct word. CVC Gumballs. They will look at the pictures and they will write the word to the left. They can color it in or they can cover it up so that they're not writing the same thing twice. In this, they have to find that sound. All of the pictures here do not have the it sound. They have to find all of the pictures that have the it sound. Spin and cover. They will spin and then they will cover up the picture that has that sound. This is spin and write. So this is the it sound. So they're going to spin. If the spinner lands on the H, they'll write the word hit. If it lands on B, they'll write the word bit, so on and so forth. Each card has a sound. Here we have some flashcards that were created by What I Have Learned, And I like these cards because she adds segmenting dots and arrows to help blend the words together. Now, initially, when you see these in their original format, they're very large, but you can format them to print out forward to a page, and she shows you how to do that with Adobe or if you have a Mac. Now, I printed forward to a page, and I also scaled them down to about 60%, which gave me this size. I have some that printed a little larger, but I found this was more cost effective in preserving ink, and it was just more space efficient for me to be able to fit them in here. So these are all of the different short vowel I sounds, and they also come with these cards that you can print out where they match the word with the pictures. I like putting them on rings. It helps to just keep them in order, and I can just retrieve them a whole lot easier. Here is a short I book that I created using her sheets. And it's the same format. Each one of her sets of words are segmented, and they also come with the blending lines. And at the bottom, you'll see sight words that they'll be reading in the passages that she's provided. Now, with each sound, there will be 3 different passages, and I really like that because she gives you some variation. You're not reading the same passages over and over again. She mixes it up so you can really tell if they're really reading and understanding the sounds. You also have the option of having the passages printed with the guided dots or without the guided dots. Also, the passages also come with a sheet where they ask 1 or 2 questions, they answer the questions, and then there's a box above that where they can draw a picture to illustrate their answers. But I didn't add that in there because I have other things that I'm going to be doing with him, so I did not add that. But that is also available with these passages. Now, with the passages, you can purchase them short I, short A, short U, and I reached out to her, and I believe she said she's working on the short E. So those aren't available yet, but they will be. Or they will be. So these are some of the resources that I've put together. I don't plan on using, again, all of the worksheets in there, and we may very well not go through all of the activities, but I have variation. I have a lot of different things that we can be working on, so it's not just a dry lesson. It's very interactive, it's very colorful, it's lively, and it keeps the child's interest. So I hope that the products that I shared with you are something that you may be able to use, and the information that I've given you is beneficial.